So today I'm going to attempt to install the passenger foot pegs on my 2020 Iron 883. Now it seems like this might be a difficult job because you do have to take the exhaust system off the bike. I know there are other videos on YouTube where the guy can get it off without taking off the exhaust system, but I don't want to cut any corners. It's not going to be a very hard thing to do, but it's not also going to be a very easy thing to do. So it's like an intermediate kind of job. But I'm pretty sure if you have the tools that you can do it too. I actually attempted to do this a couple days ago and I wasn't filming or anything. And I ran into a little issue. One of the torque screws on the master cylinder is stripped. I'll show you here in a minute once I get the exhaust system off. But it's stripped. But I think I've figured out a way that I can get it out. So, and I went to Harley-Davidson and got the screw, the replacement screw. So if I can just get that one out, I've got the right one to put in and we'll be okay. These are the passenger pegs that I'm going to put on. A buddy at work actually hooked me up with them. He had gotten them for his 2019 Sportster and actually ended up trading it in and everything. But he said he got them off like Amazon or something. So, I mean, looks like they're going to be all right. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver, a 13mm socket. Most likely you're going to need this extension, and then a 9/16 socket. And I've also laid out some towels here to take off the heat shields and lay on. So the first step is going to be unplugging the O2 oxygen sensors on the exhaust. And where they're located are, front one is going to be right here. It's just a plug. So I'm probably going to take off this frame bracket thing. Now the rear oxygen sensor, you're going to have to take off the side cover here to get to it. So I'll use the flathead screwdriver to undo these, take off the side cover. All right, we've got the battery side cover off. You can see where the oxygen sensor kind of goes all the way around and up into here, right here. So I'm going to undo it. I'm undoing these before anything because when I get the exhaust system off, it's going to fall and I don't want it to tug on the wire or cause it to break or anything. The next step is going to be using a flathead screwdriver to take off the heat shield clamps. There should be 3 of them on each exhaust. So the trickiest part of this job is getting access to the rear master cylinder, because behind the master cylinder there's a bracket that attaches to the frame, and that is where the passenger peg bracket is going to go. And then we're going to bolt the master cylinder onto the actual passenger peg. So that's why we've got to get the exhaust system off the bike. On the rear exhaust, there's an underside heat shield that is going to come off as well. Yep, there it goes. So at this point, I'm going to loosen the exhaust stud flange nuts on both the rear and front. Now this is where this extension comes into play, because as you can see, the one back there is a little tricky to get to. Right under here, you can't get a good angle on it, but the trick is to lay this through here and then you can reach it with the extension. Alright, I've got all of the exhaust flange nuts off of the bike. Now the only thing that's holding the exhaust system on is this clamp right here, and there's a bracket down here that goes all the way to the rear exhaust as well, and all we got to do is undo that bracket, and the only thing holding the exhaust system on is here, and this is where you're going to need the 9/16. Okay, So now we have access to the rear master cylinder. Now the problem I ran into before was I can't get this one out. I stripped it. So I'm gonna have to do a little trick to get it out. So while you have everything off right there, it's actually a good time to like wipe everything down that you don't normally have access to. It's dirty. Got some PP Blaster. Ooh, just gonna put a little bit on there and let it soak in. So what I'm gonna do is take this angle grinder and cut the metal screw up right through the center as best as I can, and I'll show you why in a minute. So if you can see, what I've done there is I've made a line through the screw. So now I'm going to take one of these big flatheads and try to get it out. Alright, so I had to just keep cutting into it really and putting PP Blaster on it, and I finally got it loose. Alright, now we're just going to take this bracket off. I'm not too sure what size this is, but it is a big one. After another couple blasts of the PB Blaster, I got them loose and they're coming out. I'm also going to have to get something to pop this off. So I'm going to go ahead and hit these with a little Loctite. So there it is, guys. I had to get all that stuff out of the way just to access this part to get the mounting bracket on. I actually had to go to Harley, since my dealership's closed, and get a replacement screw for the one that I had stripped. So I'm gonna go ahead and start piecing it back together. The master cylinder is gonna mount here just like it was, and then I'm going to slowly piece together the exhaust and everything. So now the exhaust needs to go back on, and this is the part that is a pain in the ass for me. You may need two people to do it. So this is the tricky part. You got to leave the bracket off and line these up, and that can be a real pain in the ass, because if you get one, you still have to go and put the other one in. Now the other side is going to be pretty self-explanatory. You're going to want to use a T45 torque to get those off, to put that one on. Alright, that's it, guys. Passenger pegs engage. That does it for this video. Hopefully it gave you guys some insight on how to take off the exhaust system, how to install the passenger pegs, and also how to get a stripped bolt out. Ride fast, take chances. Later.